The shot missed everything except the one target that mattered most. Your own knee paid the full price instantly.
Most players fear contact injuries, but some of the worst damage happens when absolutely nothing hits you.
Missing the ball removes resistance, allowing the quadriceps to unleash force that suddenly has nowhere safe to go. The kneecap rockets upward so fast, the entire joint experiences a brutal mechanical shockwave. Your natural shock absorber becomes trapped between powerful bones and starts losing a battle it cannot win. In a fraction of a second, the meniscus can rip open like fabric caught inside machinery. A bucket handle tear creates a loose flap that turns your own knee into a mechanical trap. The torn fragment jams the joint space, and suddenly normal movement becomes physically impossible. The knee is not weak, it is literally blocked by tissue trapped where it should never be.
One missed strike erased the match because the body shut down movement to prevent greater destruction.
Success and injury can be separated by mere centimeters when speed and force reach their limits.
The most dangerous force is often the energy prepared for a target that never arrives. When direction fails, strength can rebound inward and become the weapon that harms you most. A wrong target does more than waste effort. It redirects destruction toward your own foundation.
Every missed punch into empty air risks crushing the power within you. And choose your target wisely.
Before disaster, this tiny crescent cushion quietly absorbs forces strong. Your meniscus performs the same job as industrial shock absorbers, yet most people never notice it. Thousands of collagen fibers distribute pressure across the joint, preventing deadly stress from concentrating.
Every step during a sprint sends forces several times the body weight through this vulnerable region.
When healthy, the meniscus spreads destructive pressure into manageable loads that tissues can survive. Once torn, that protective distribution disappears, and dangerous pressure begins attacking isolated structures. Without proper cushioning, the joint starts experiencing damage designed to accumulate with every movement. The loose fragment behaves like a rogue mechanical component, moving where movement should never exist. The brain commands motion, but the joint physically refuses because something is blocking the pathway. Pain is not the injury. Pain is the emergency broadcast system reporting catastrophic internal failure. Seconds earlier, he chased victory. Now his body prioritizes survival above every competitive goal. One missed connection transformed a stable biological system into a crisis zone instantly. Energy prepared for impact rarely vanishes. The greatest damage sometimes comes not from resistance, but from the complete absence of it.
Miss the target often enough, and eventually your own foundation becomes the thing you destroy.
The game is over, but the real battle begins when doctors ask why the knee suddenly locked. Scans often reveal a displaced meniscus fragment folded into places nature never intended. This injury is dangerous because the loose fragment continues damaging tissue with every attempt to move. The joint behaves like a machine, with debris lodged inside its most critical gear. Modern surgery often uses tiny cameras to enter the joint and remove the mechanical blockade. Saving the meniscus matters because removing it permanently increases pressure across the entire joint. A missing meniscus can accelerate degeneration, turning temporary injury into years of consequences. Recovery demands patience because strength returns faster than the tissues rebuilding beneath the surface. The body rebuilds through thousands of invisible adaptations long before confidence fully returns.
Many setbacks occur when ambition outruns biology and forces unfinished repairs back into danger. Most catastrophic failures begin long before collapse, inside structures nobody bothers to inspect. Chasing the wrong objective often creates damage long before you realize the direction was flawed.
Force without alignment becomes self-destruction, because every action still demands a destination.
True recovery starts when you stop blaming the miss and start understanding the mechanism.
The lesson is simple: direct your force wisely, or your own strength may become the injury.
The knee healed, but the deeper lesson has nothing to do with sports or anatomy. Force becomes useful only when direction exists, because power alone guarantees absolutely nothing. A missed objective often sends consequences backward toward the person creating the force.
Human beings suffer similarly when effort expands faster than clarity about where it belongs. Many people are exhausted not because they lack strength, but because they chase misplaced targets.
Unused force still creates consequences, because energy without purpose eventually consumes its own source.
The same amount of power creates opposite outcomes, depending entirely on where it is directed.
Without accurate alignment, even determination can become a dangerous force working against you.
Every decision aims force somewhere, and every destination eventually shapes what returns. Nature repeats the same rule. From joints to ambitions, direction determines whether force protects or destroys. Being powerful is meaningless when movement leads straight towards self-inflicted collapse. The smartest performers spend less time generating power and more time refining accuracy. Clarity protects energy because a visible destination prevents strength from turning against itself. The body remembers one truth: every force needs a destination, or it becomes the damage. The injury looked sudden, but every biological domino had already started falling before the miss. No opponent touched him, because the entire catastrophe was generated from inside his own body. The quadriceps created power, and the femur delivered pressure, and the meniscus absorbed the punishment alone.
The real villain was not force itself, but
the same energy can create victory or self-destruction, depending entirely on alignment.
Power multiplies outcomes, but direction determines whether those outcomes are progress or collapse.
Many people blame exhaustion when the deeper problem is investing effort into the wrong coordinates.
The meniscus story was never just anatomy. It was a lesson about precision. In 2026, confusion is cheaper than ever, and clarity is more valuable than gold. Most people are not defeated by weakness. They are defeated by misdirected strength.
Just like the missed volley and misplaced effort eventually returns and strikes the source.
Pain becomes wisdom only when you understand the mechanism that created it. The comeback begins when force, purpose, and direction finally move as one. Remember, the knee failed, not from weakness, but from power unleashed without proper alignment.